Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, hello, my name is Roxanne, also known as Bye Bun, and I'm a mixed media artist, illustrator, and maker of things, including this big Disney junk journal. Yes, my junk journal is like my 2 times a year thing that I do. Typically during junk journal January, junk journal July, I use the prompts as a means of sort of catching up and letting my Disney adult freak flag fly, try to say that 10 times fast, and go ham in my Disney junk journal. I am here today to give you a flip through tour of actually my completed one. So this is a completed golden book junk journal that I have been working on for a while. This was primarily last year's, so I want to say I started this I think towards the end of 2022 and then was working on it most of 2023, and then I went to go pick up my junk journal for junk journal July and realized it's done. I should film a flip through of this. I didn't realize I had finished it. So here we are. Highly requested flip through tour of my Disney junk journal. Goes without saying, this is a lot of personal stuff that kind of goes in here. I have a lot of personal photographs. You'll see post-it notes over a lot of photographs. I do that just to keep, my kiddo's privacy a little bit. I don't really like showing his face, or I don't put him in videos ever. So if you see random post-it notes, that's what it is. I'm just covering over some personal things, or friends as well. I have a lot of like friends photos and kids and stuff in here. I've covered over a lot of that stuff. So just letting you know on that. The journal itself is from Art Journaling the Magic. It is a blank, again, golden book journal that I have just completely covered, jam-packed. I mean, my goodness, I wish you could pick this thing up because it's like 10 pounds. It's so heavy because of how thick it is. One other thing I will say is just that a lot of the actual journaling of this can be found over on my Patreon. I do a lot of my junk journaling there, again, because it's more personal journaling, personal photographs, etc. I tend to do more of that over on Patreon because I just don't feel comfortable putting it out on the internet. So if you want to see some actual process journaling of me working in this, you can go over and check that over on my Patreon. Last thing, I know I keep rambling here in this intro. Last thing, if you don't want to hear me doing the talk through, flip through portion of this, I will put a timestamp down below where you can just skip ahead to a little music flip through. So, if you don't want to hear me talking, you just want to see the flip, you can skip to that timestamp. Otherwise, let's go ahead and get into it. So junk journal is from, again, Art Journaling the Magic. I will have a link down below. I love their golden book journals. The paper is really thick. You can do a lot in it. It withstands the amount of stuff that I stick in here. This is the only junk journaling that I do because I have a lot of junk with Disney stuff. I have a lot of Disney stickers and trash and postcards, and every time we go to the parks, which is pretty often, I'm usually in the parks at a minimum 2 times a month. So I have a lot of things that I collect, and I just kept saving stuff and I didn't know what to do with it. And then I finally just decided, okay, I'm going to start a Disney junk journal. This is the perfect place to put all the crap, all the Disney junk. And again, it gives me an excuse to like just have fun and be a Disney adult, because I try not to let the Disney stuff spill over into other things that I'm doing. It just kind of made sense for me to have a Disney junk journal. So here we are. You'll see in this journal, what's interesting is that I have a lot of like older stuff, older maps, things from older trips. So you'll see like printed tickets, old photographs, old stuff. I'll try to talk you through it when I see it. But a lot of older things, even like older park maps and whatnot. And that's just because I've just been saving this Disney stuff forever. And I had it like in a box and it was like exploding. I called it my Disney Hell Box because it just was bursting with stuff. Thankfully, the Disney Hell Box is now more in check, so I can I can now say that it's really not much of a hell box anymore. It's just a Disney ephemera box. Cute stickers from No White Space Stickers. Love those Halloween stickers. Little flap there. There is a little picture of my kiddo hidden underneath there. Also, if you have any questions for me regarding something specific, go ahead and leave it in the comments and I'll try to address it in case I forget something. This was a cute, just like painted acrylic background. I do like when I put a little bit more effort in and add like painted details of things is fun. This had like a Pixar or Toy Story sort of vibe to it. This is like a Dole Whip sort of spread happening over here, including Rome's first time having a Dole Whip. So I had a little bit of journaling in there, some cute little pictures. This is literally like a food bag, like a lunch bag that I saved and stuck in there. We've got this little tip in. Oh, this was a do not disturb hotel card that I don't know if we were supposed to take, but I have taken many of them. Fun little sticker dump there. Random little Monsters Inc. sort of page. There's some pages where I really theme stuff out, like this, where it's just, okay, here's Cars Land stuff. And then I have other pages where it's just completely random, totally random. So I've got that little flap up there. I had a lot of fun doing this one. This is one that I did on Patreon, and I watercolored the background a little bit so it looked more like it was part of Radiator Springs. The colors in that are fun too. We got a whole like Monsters Inc. Thing going on here. I had all these little cards and they were so cute, so I decided to use them as little flaps, and there are little photographs, and there's little photographs under each one, which is kind of cute. I have kind of like a colored pencil watercolor background happening here, so it kind of looks like Sully's fur a little bit. So that was fun. This was actually something my kid made at school. So it's kind of fun whenever he does Disney themed things at school, which is pretty often. And funny enough, they do a lot of Disneyland themed things as well. Obviously, because I'm in Southern California, like it just, you know, a lot of people here go to Disneyland. So it's kind of fun that now I have a place to like put those sort of things is in here. So here's more from school as well. I'll save it and cut it out and stick it in here. So it's kind of fun. More Monsters Inc. stuff. Obviously, we got like a random Halloween spread, some Oogie Boogie stuff, more sticker dumps, packaging off of a Adorables thing. I have cards from like my in-laws always send like cute little Disney cards, so now I have a place for those. So that's what I mean, like I was accumulating a lot of Disney stuff that's just in my life. You know, put the parks aside, going to the parks aside, I just have a lot of Disney stuff. Here's like another birthday card. And so it's nice to have a place to dump these things kind of into. Here's the other side of that lunch bag. This was a chocolate bar. We had went Mother's Day weekend. Like, again, I think this was probably from a couple years ago. And I saved the wrapper because it actually had Disneyland Resort Happy Mother's Day on there. It's kind of random. A very poorly printed photo that I dumped in there on top of a sticker dump. This was like trash. Well, yeah, this was like leftover from a sticker booklet that I got from Mare Bear Press off Etsy. Again, I'll try to link some of the stuff down below, but I love her stuff. And this was a really clever little thing that she did. She put together like a little ticket booklet with stickers inside them. So once I used up all the stickers, I saved the booklet and stuck it back in here because I just thought that that was really, really cool. I'll put a link to her Etsy shop as well as her Patreon down below. This is an old picture. This would have been from 2014 probably. I mean, the ESPN zone is not even there anymore, so that's a throwback. Again, random stuff in the background. We've got a whole like Jesse's carousel theme here. We have a little tradition anytime we go on the carousel. We do a carousel kiss before it starts. So we always try to lean over across our horses and give each other a little kiss before the ride starts. It's just like a little tradition that we do. So I wanted to do a whole kind of page dedicated to that. So lots of crazy acrylic paint. And again, cute little stickers. This is actually from a calendar. I get those calendars printed, like the card calendars printed or whatever, and I try selfishly to get a lot of Disney pictures in there so that I can cut down the calendar and reuse the images in my junk journal. We've got a whole beignet page going on here. Roman's first time having beignets, his first mint julep. This is definitely a tradition at the parks. We always get, almost always, we get beignets every time we go. Usually after we ride the Haunted Mansion, so hence the Haunted Mansion theme. Some of my own Madame Leota drawings and stickers in here. These were little beignets that I painted. I had done some of these for a friend of mine for some like gift wrap, and I really loved the way that they turned out, so I decided to do some just on paper to cut out and put in here, and I thought that it was really cute. So we got a little flappy flap. Yeah, this spread's really cute. I actually really like this one a lot. Yeah, Roman's first beignet after Haunted Mansion. Over here we have a Alice in Wonderland sort of thing going on here. A lot of this too is coloring pages. I love just taking coloring pages and then just coloring it with like watercolor or colored pencil really quick and chucking it in there. It makes for really fun sort of backgrounds. These are printables from Mare Bear Press's Patreon. These were like random luggage tags. This was a cute little page. I think this is on Patreon when I did this. Again, a lot of this stuff's on Patreon because I do the junk journaling challenges over there and I do the full, you know, process pages. This was a whole World of Color DCA sort of thing. So we did the World of Color like dessert party thing. So that's what that is. This was like a little Doug thing. One of our trips, Roman had really wanted a little Doug plush. So we were like on a mission to find a Doug plush. And once we did, it was really sweet. He like carried him around the whole time. It was very, very sweet. More cute little DCA moments. More, this is again, Doug the plushie that was with us everywhere. Waiting for Magic Happens. This is when we got him in DCA. So I put lots of little Doug things in here. But yeah, we got like mega flaps going on here. Again, with more postcards. This is actually the front. This is actually off of a park map. What did I use as the back? And the back, I think, is a postcard from Mare Bear Press. This is also a postcard from Mare Bear Press. You'll see a lot of the stuff that I get is either Mare Bear Press or no white space stickers. That tends to be my two like default places where I get things. Oh, my white balance does not like this page. Tissue paper. I love saving tissue paper from when I order from Shop Disney. These are very old hotel key cards. What is this from? This is from 2016. So it's kind of fun to have a place to put even like gift cards and hotel key cards and stuff like that. This is a whole Small World situation we've got here. So I cut out this cute little postcard here, added a random Small World gal here. This was Roman's first time to Disneyland, his first official trip post-pandemic, and his first ride that he ever did, which was on Small World. So this is that moment here after we did Small World, with a coloring page background, cute little trash can from Mare Bear Press, but it's a cute little moment. It's a fun way for me to document a lot of firsts for things too with Disney, because I don't really have like a album or like a separate journal that I have for Roman, because I just think like later on in life, like, is he really gonna want like an album of stuff? Probably not. But something like this is fun because I enjoy the process of it a lot, and it just brings me a lot of joy. This is just one of those like guilty pleasure projects that it just makes me really happy. It just brings me a lot of joy. This was a fun little group photo under here. Sorry it's covered, but there's a lot of kids in it. Meeting my friends. This was the start of last year. Meeting Snow White. So this was the whole like just Fantasyland sort of vibes here. We got a little postcard flap. But what's fun about this is that I had all these really old park maps that I didn't want to get rid of, but I also kind of wanted to save. So I put them in here, and I just took the front cover of them, because that's really what for me changes the most, is that they change the front cover design of the park maps. So I put them in here as like a little flip through so I could kind of see. Like this one's really old. I think this is from 2014. This was when Galaxy's Edge had like just opened. This one is especially old. I mean, you can even just tell by the look of it. So I wanted to save those park maps and stick them in there, and I layered them up like that, and the postcard really helps kind of keep it in place too, which is fun. That's from No White Space Stickers. Just some random sticker dumps. We got a little pocket here where I just stuck in well, this is Walt Disney World Castle technically, but I liked the photograph, so I just stuck it in there. I think my plan originally was like maybe I'll put photos on it or something, and I just never did. Churros, being in the car, hanging out. This was this was a trip where it was just Roman and I had some cute little pictures, so that's what went in there. Random little flap. This is a fun one. These are just sketches that I had done previously for when I was designing some stickers, but I also decorated this front little flap here. But what this is actually my drawing from the Animation Academy. So I like nestled it in there big and folded. And so it looks like you would never even know that that's what that is. It's kind of crazy. So that's that. This was a Madame Leota masquerade ball at Club 33. I feel very fortunate that I was able to go to this. You can see me losing my mind in this photograph. I was really losing it for this. I also really like the background of this with just some acrylic paint and a paint pen on top. So that's what's going on there. Random little like Jessie moment. He had asked, can I meet Jessie? Can I go take a picture of Jessie? Which is very cute. So I have that little moment there. Random little flap. This was some Happy Mail somebody had sent me, and with older park maps. Again, older ones that I just didn't want to get rid of. You can even see my notes because I'm so crazy. I used to circle. This is before there was an app. I used to circle and make notes of rides. You guys, I've been crazy about this for a long time. I just never told anybody about it. Yeah, that was in 2017. You can see. Wild. Was this when it ends? Oh yeah. Okay. This was before it got switched over. So this is when it was still Tower of Terror, and now it is Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. So that's why I wanted to save that, because that attraction got completely redone. Yes. Okay. So yeah, that's why I wanted to keep that. I didn't want to cut it up just because it is like kind of crazy to see that. So as I said, I had so much stuff that I'd just been saving for years and had nowhere to put it. So Winnie the Pooh, this is my husband and kiddo in the vehicle on the Winnie the Pooh ride. Got this big postcard, Mare Bear Press, some trash, a cute little picture, some pictures underneath there. These stickers, this postcard and these stickers are all from Mare Bear Press. So I did kind of like a Phantasmic Sorcerer Mickey sort of vibe happening there. This was when we had a little staycation. So I got the little hotel key in here with poolside pictures, and then I stuck some little things here. I got a ticket. This is from an older thing. This is in 2018, so that's an older little ticket thing, but I thought it was cute, so I saved it. It's hard to get paper tickets these days. You can only get a paper ticket if you actually, I think, buy a ticket for the day, but I don't even know if that's true, because I just took my in-laws not that long ago and they did not get a paper ticket. So I think they're like totally phasing those out, which really bums me out. That used to be like my favorite thing about going. Another room occupied card, more pier things, Paradise Pier, which it's not even that anymore. It's now the Pixar Pier, Pixar Place Hotel is what it is now. So again, kind of fun to just have that documented. Little Disney 100 room key card, meeting Mickey, Sorcerer Mickey stuff. These were extra photographs that I had, again, out of a calendar, or maybe I got pictures printed, I don't remember, but of us and our friends at Club 33. Some Oogie Boogie Bash stuff. Random little pictures down there. This was the little insert flap that I added just because I liked these pages. These are the pages from the original Haunted Mansion Golden Book, which is a fun thing that they do at Art Journaling the Magic. When you buy the journal, they give you the pages that were inside of it. So it becomes like extra ephemera, which I really like. Just some random park things. I love the park maps and like being able to have like a visual snapshot of like what rides were there at the time. I really like. This was Roman's first time going on Soaring Over the World. He was like finally tall enough to do it, so it was like a big moment. So I definitely wanted to journal it. This is him right before he went on the ride, having the little ride detail in there. So that was kind of a big, again, a little first, right? So this is just, it's a great place to document all those things. Legos. My kid is in his Lego era, so we've got lots of Legos, but this was the little Disney 100 ones, so I saved those. More ESPN Zone pictures. These are so old. These are so old. Catal Uva Bar, which is not even a thing anymore. They've completely redone that. So that's totally different now. Toy Story parking lot. 2014, baby. Old. It's crazy. I think this was my 30th birthday, maybe. I don't totally remember. We got a whole Pirates of the Caribbean spread. This is definitely on Patreon, the whole process of this. Got a cute little flap. I tried to make it look like there was like treasure underneath here because this is, he found the treasure over on Tom Sawyer's Island. Well, now they call it the Pirate's Lair or whatever it is now. So I tried to make it like it was a little treasure chest with kind of gold underneath there, and he's sort of peering in. So, by the way, side note, this little animatronic is actually a recycled Abraham Lincoln animatronic from Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln. He is one of the older ones that they've recycled into Pirates. So if you are on the Pirates of the Caribbean ride, you can find him in there, and he is the Abe Lincoln animatronic. This is a big Runaway Railway sort of spread. This was the ride had just opened up. It had only been out for like 2 weeks. Roman and I made a separate trip just to go and do it. So I booked a little lightning lane. So that's what this is. It's a screenshot from my lightning lane with the picture of us about to get in line. Or no, we are in line. We're about to get onto the ride. So it's a cute little moment there. And he's in this little car up here. His face is small. I didn't cover it. But yeah, so a little classic Mickey Toontown Runaway Railway vibes. We got a little Dumbo page here with some cool old photographs. This is actually from an old like Disneyland Walt Disney magazine. I love those like time magazines. I always grab them if I see them because they have such great like archival photographs of stuff. This is us on the ride, of course, and then little Dumbos that I had found out of a kid's book that I cut out, a little popcorn bag, and then painted this background with little colored pencil popcorn. And then the edges of the page is actually stitched up as well. This was a prompt from a junk journaling challenge, and I added that as a fun little detail. Some random ones, big picture with friends and kids, more with friends and kids. We got like a Jungle Cruise sort of vibe here. It's kind of basic, nothing really that crazy going on there. This was Roman's first time riding Mr. Toad's maybe, or just a moment for Mr. Toad. I don't know. Mr. Toad is one of my favorite attractions at Disneyland. It's not in my top 3, but it's probably in my top 5 just because it was a opening day attraction and it's got a lot of history to it, and it's just so random. It's so random, and I just really love it. And it's also my dad's favorite ride. So as a kid, when we would go to the parks, that was always like a must-do ride because it was my dad's favorite. And I would hear the tales of when my dad was a kid going to Disneyland. So I love sort of hearing that and feeling like I'm reliving that a little bit when we get to go. Unfortunately, now my kid's in a phase where he's scared of Mr. Toad's. I don't know why. He rode it forever, and now he like won't go on it. So hopefully one day my toad life will be back on track. But that's what that is there. Kind of a little Fantasyland moment here. That's kind of what this whole spread is. I don't know why, but I associate this soft pink color to Fantasyland. It's just makes me think of that. So that's what a lot of that is here. This was actually sketching in my sketchbook at the 1901 Lounge in DCA. A friend of mine took this picture, and I love it because it does really reflect a lot of what I do at the parks. I bring my sketchbook and I sketch a lot, especially if I'm with friends or like a group of people, because it really helps with my anxiety. Because don't let this big, beautiful, festive junk journal fool you. I am an anxious mess every time I go to the parks, but you know, exposure therapy, it's good for me every time I go. This was a VIP tour day. So little fun picture with our tour guide. He was so amazing. And lots of plaid. That's what all the plaid is to kind of note that. More kind of like ode to Club 33, going with friends for that. So we were celebrating our anniversaries. So we got like a cute little card. And I tried to put all my Club 33 stuff that I have been hoarding in there. So that's what that is. This is actually a shopping bag, by the way. This is a shopping bag that I cut up and made into this flap. So that's what that is. And the little ribbon, I think, is what gets tied up on like chocolate or something that they give you at the end of the night. So I saved everything. We got like a little Star Wars page. Roman is definitely in his Star Wars era. So every time we go, we do lots of Star Wars things. Just all the Star Wars things, man. I don't know what else to say other than that. So I foresee in my upcoming junk journal that I'm currently working on and catching up on, A lot more Star Wars stuff just because that is what my kid is really into right now. This is just very random little trash. This is when we went to Oogie Boogie Bash. I dressed as like Madame Leota. My kid was the Hatbox Ghost and my husband was a stretching portrait. These were very specifically prompts for a junk journal challenge. I did like a black and white sort of little mosaic theme on one side, fun colors on the other with a little bit of a border. More coloring pages. Coloring pages are great for backgrounds, let me tell ya. You guys have seen this. You can see the full process of this here on YouTube. This was part of Junk Journal January, which of course I had to do a whole little spooky thing with his little Hatbox Ghost costume. It was very cute. He was like running around and I put lights underneath his cape. So he would like had a blue like glow about him. It was very, very cute. And he kept like squinting his eyes closed every time. And that was him putting his head into his little hat box, which I just thought was so cute. So that's what that is. Again, if you want to see this video, that is up here on the channel. I'll put a link down below. We've got a like Disneyland train moment here. Again, artwork that my kid did at school. I'm able to save it, repurpose it, did a little journaling action in there. And then this was just a little sweet moment on the train, which I just really love this. And I vlogged this for Patreon. And I'm just really glad that I did because I feel like I was able to really document that sweet moment on the train, which is really cool. Little Matterhorn, Ode to the Matterhorn spread here, page here. I love the Matterhorn. It is my second favorite attraction at Disneyland. Again, it's the lore, the history of it. Big fan of the Matterhorn. Got a fun little nighttime spread here. I made this little pocket. So we've got some little slide out sort of cards. I think I meant to add more pictures to this, but I never did. Cute stickers from No White Space Stickers. This is definitely a random page. This is at the Magic Key Lounge. I got Roman a little like mocktail, like a kid's fun drink, and he loved it. He was really thrilled about that. So that's what that is there. They also usually will hand out stickers to kids sometimes. So that's what these are. They're stickers that I've yanked off of Roman's shirt and stuck in here. Although it's really cute now. If we get something or he finds something, he'll actually say, Mom, here's this for your journal, which is just really sweet that he knows that I save all this stuff. So we got a little Mary Poppins horse on the back here. This is Jingles. If you did not know, the carousel in Fantasyland, Mary Poppins has her own horse, and it is this horse specifically that has all the little bells on it. So when Mary Poppins comes around into Fantasyland, she gets on this horse, and this is the horse that she rides. So fun fact. And if you want to try to get this horse, when the carousel is in its parked position, it is directly in front of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. So if you're running to try to go grab it, head like you're going towards Mr. Toad's, and the horse is positioned right in front of that. So this was on Roman's 4th birthday, and it's a really cute picture, and I was able to grab the horse and get him on there for his birthday. So this is just random stuff in the back. We got a big flap, and then a bunch of receipts that I stick in the back, which I've also started to do on my new one. So it's kind of become a little bit of tradition there. So more Club 33 ribbon, and the back there. That is that. A big, beefy, beautiful junk journal. As I said, I'll put links to everything that I mentioned down below. Lots more junk journaling process stuff is over on my Patreon, and I'm going to be continuing to do that now as I try to catch up on Junk Journal July, working in my new one. I'm going to be working on that through the rest of summer, hopefully, because I was too busy working on the online class and I didn't get a chance to do it. So anywho, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little flip through tour of my junk journal. At this point, I'll do a little no chatty flip, but I just want to say thank you so much for watching. Again, if you're new here, consider subscribing. I put out a new video every week. Otherwise, give this video a like if you liked it. Leave a comment down below. Why don't you leave an emoji down below of your favorite moment from this junk journal, or favorite page or piece of trash. That might be kind of fun. So leave an emoji down below to kind of give me a little bit of a hint of what your favorite thing out of this junk journal was. Again, thank you for watching. I'll leave it here with a music flip, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.